end of the world. When you say. Yes, once again, TWA in this. Spit into the microphone that I hold in my hand. That's also my cell phone. Yes, in this wicked land where it's so cold, it's an ice earth everywhere around. I wish some of the frost would melt. I wish the snow would come out. This snow globe with the sun involved, and it's gonna circle us. Let's all pray to the sun god at once and hold hands, and we could cup them like a goblet. We all take a sip off of this and pass it to the left like a Dutchie that burns on the end. We could say this and burn it up, man. Because when we spit some of these words and collect them like into a little jar offering plate, then pass it along. Yes, also pass it to the left. Like Joe Pesci would have said. If we could get this person innocent found by the jury, then we felt like we did our jobs. Oh yes, we gonna say this poem once again. It's a lasso that we throw around the calf to get it drawn back. Back into the fence, back into the barn, and then we backing y'all up to the wall until your back hits, and then you're gonna have to put your dukes up. Like we was gonna be the Duke in this Western show that you watch, and we could say this good if the speakers could say it's the way we want. And all the flowers growing out in the yard while we watching. Shit, this was an avalanche of me going off. We could have said so the electrical cord could get wrapped around your leg and you would trip, and then you would get electrocuted cause you tried putting your finger into that socket. The holes were just big enough. Yes, son, was that for your nails? Because you didn't cut them up to the cuticles like you should. Give him some more of this false paint that he could get. It's the end of the world. Hurts me when you say. Goodbye. Oh yes, son. I skated on this little way that I could say something great into it, record my lips, and then we can make some figure eights and then throw some snowballs around later on like we were somewhere pharaohs. Yes, real pharaoh. Like some kids that were left out in the forest and never picked up. Yes, you didn't have your meeting spot. You didn't talk it out earlier on. You could have told each other over the phone. You could have sent little text messages that were hidden with some symbols they never seen or never heard of. What type of emoji did you use? I've never seen this one. And then we could hold up a bunch of little cops to get all of their bucks, and then the vision wasn't good, so he didn't know what to draw because he couldn't describe him at all. And then I'll read out of my scribe just for y'all something I scribbled down. Something we could have said like we was a mouse just scurrying along, running away from Tom. Because Tom was quick, he had the little spring to his step. Like he ate something good or he just got some puss from a little pusser walking around with the curly tail. It wasn't a question anymore. I know he dogged that shit even though he's a feline animal. And then we could have said this, put a couple more knots in the wood. Knots in the wood, just like that. Knots in the wood. With this rap, we could have just wrapped this electrical cord around your neck like I said. And then we could have made this sound really good. What type of book was he reading? One? Not one at all. Shit, it was lost. It was already read, so his memory was that good. Yes, this is what I tried to have said. but it never comes out the way that I want. This is chicken jerky, the beef is gone. Where is the beef? Said the old lady on that little commercial. Said that little old lady in that commercial. Oh yes, son. Strap yourself in, strap the seatbelts on, because this is gonna be a bumpy ride, said the captain. Over the loudspeakers, and the stewardesses got your drinks and all of your meals. Did you order the steak or the fish? Somehow the fish is more expensive, because they gotta go further to get it. Yes, while the cows are on the land, you gotta go beneath the surface. You gotta scratch it like this was an iceberg, or your noggin to get a little idea to come out. What's that what you was noggin about? Your eggnog was cold enough, and put a little ice cube on and let it drop. And then I could say this like a Pepsi that you ate for breakfast. Yes, you just indulge on something that you could indulge in and get it for yourself, son, because you're gonna be some soft serve ice cream come out real soon. We could have said this to Thompson as he listens and he wants to get the locomotive running, because the track wasn't long enough. We need to go and plug it with some more of that artificial stuff, because it loves to give it the chemicals that come out different colored smoke. And then Arnold Schwarzenegger would have known to be suspicious when he gets home. This was just a little 10 of the words that I said, and I said 110%. Because the influx of rhyme and the stuff that I splatter on the wall like paint all the time. Paying attention to my rhyme. I'm the Joker with the smile, but I get serious on my lines, because I need to hook them together like this is a train going down the track. Suspicious of what I'm gonna bring up like some crops, because when they start to get the plants grown out the soil, then I know I'm doing a good job, and I got the green thumb. I could have said this till the branches snip, because I'm the jolly green giant on accident when I step on them. I wish I could turn the clock back. Get kinda sloppy, yes, he's a bag of rust and nails. That's all the clowns I'm about to throw off to this bridge with an anchor way to it. I think you'll fall by itself, because there's so much, and they're occupying a small mass. Yes, you could have did this with some small math, and then we could have got more octopus, because the arms added up, we got like 8 or so. I think we had more, like we was a little bit deformed. We got on the little suction cups that could just suck to your knob and take out all of your duds. The ones that I thought were good were few and far between, but that's alright, it's still all good. Oh yes, son. Ribbon pistons and piss when I spit this. Yes, my engine runs the best. It's just gonna hit you, make you do a couple flips. In midair, maybe you'll find your feet like Chappelle Show would have said. Yes, he has a ball in his scripts. Have you balling out instead? I wish I knew the inner parts of your soul, the stuff that's the darkest ones that never get lit by the lamp that's laying around. It wasn't even plugged into a spot where the electricity comes. It's just gonna make your hair stand on end. Yes, this was a Rocky Horror Picture Show with no songs. It was something harder for show. Yes, I wanna just get run over by the steamroller for fun, so I could be flat laying around. Pour some more syrup on me instead of sugar, dawg. Yes. TWA, an entity of himself. Portray me on the screen, just put me in the light so I can become a beam. Yes, I'm just out the elevator, now I'm gonna walk around for a while until I found a little wheelchair that I could be using like a bumper car and hit someone. Yes, let's not get this insurance involved, because I don't want to have to call the number right now. I called them earlier on, and that was like a joke, or at least I said it was when they figured me out. I tried to do it serious, like no joke anymore, with the grin on my face, because they would have known it for sure. And then this Pepsi wasn't cold enough, so let's put it back in the soda machine and pay some these 5 cents more. Oh yes. Let's just give them that money like on a tab. Let's have the waitress bring it back, another one of them, and play it like my favorite track. And then we could bust a lid on this once again like ketchup packs. When you step on them, a bunch squirts across the floor like a murder scene. Please play TWA. Please play TWA. Please play TWA. Please play TWA. Yes, yes. Going against mechanized shit. Once again, take the wires out from the robot because he doesn't need him. He could just walk around, trample all them. Because he was like Godzilla, but more tough. We just took a bunch of tape measuring tapes and put them together. We'll see how long. Let's see it so it's known. Let's see it so it's not a question anymore. I bet he can control all the sea animals like urchins and whatnot, like the merchants right now. Let's just sell them for a low. Let's just get them out of this bag that we got in tow. Tired of carrying around. Put down the bag like Denzel Washington told you. And then you could see it, dog. See it, woman, see it, broad. Before I have to tell you again, then they could say it like a joke. And then I'll put a spin on this shit, Spin City. I could have been Charlie or the other one that twitched. And now we could have said this till the yard got full of a bunch of leaves. We need to get the rake right now in the hefty bags, because I saw it in between my show. And then we could have said this till it got spoiled like eggs in the car. And that's why you gotta give it a look to make sure you're not getting the green ones like you're reptilian. Why would they eat their birth? I don't know. It's just something that's co-thought in the existence before we begun. From the aliens in the ships when they land. And now they're gonna do another wicked trick right inside of a lab. They didn't need the coats at all, because sometimes one of them walked naked around. That's how free-spirited they were, because they got more spirit than us. Like they're gonna be a bunch of cheerleaders, but this wasn't football where you pass it around. Boom. TWA on this. Mighty crafty with this stuff that I'm saying, and I'll make it sound awesome, like I'm doing jumps on a bunch of triple X in the song, the newest one. I could have said this until all of the raptors fall, full of those velociraptors that philosophizing with each other, and they got the glasses low. The lower they are, the smarter they are, because they can read out of different books. Boom. Then give them those hidden scrolls. Give me those ones in the caves right next to the river, then I could rip this all day. I'm just a rip pattern on this little cloth that you thought that should have been there forever on. Yes, I'm never wrong. When I got like a hole in my dough, then you could drop me in some grease and then be frying me up. I'm the donut, the first one they ever made, and then they sold from any store. You could have been at the bottom of Sears Tower, dog. As you get another cup of this coffee that's piping hot, then I'll tell you a wicked story. Let's start at the beginning and work it along.